Yo, 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 what is going on, CoD Familia? It is your boy BN. Today, we're going to be giving you our honest feedback impression from the latest patch notes for version 1.0.40 update that has just been released in-game. We're going to read through and tell you what we think. This is Knights of Destiny. Here we go. It's going to be released on the 21st of August. That's 6 days away from today, probably less than that, really. Starting off with number 1, new heroes. We have a new epic hero Flint that's coming in. Overall gathering skills available from Run Flint Run event. Okay. I always feel like it'd be nice if they said like where else you can expect this, but I imagine we'll probably see this in chests effortlessly because it is an epic, but it would just be kind of nice if that was stated as well. Now, the next question is, do we need more gathering heroes? I mean, I guess ultimately you'd probably would like to have 10, maybe legendaries at some point. And I think, I don't believe that there is 10 pure gathering heroes yet at the moment. However, would you like to be able to have 2 of each and then eventually 2 legendaries so that way maybe you can gather at whatever the highest rate would be at that point? Okay, sure. Now, they did just release some heroes, and part of me feels like, again, do we need new heroes every single patch? I don't necessarily believe so. I'm somewhat okay with like every other patch them releasing heroes, or like every 3rd patch potentially, because we are getting to a point now where there are more. But I think really what everyone would like to have ideally is 10 legendaries of the same type, right? So again, and that's for those that want to just kind of purely run one type or one troop type. So that's your 10 cav, your 10 mages, your archers flying, infantry, etc. So sure, we'll get there at some point. Okay, number 2. New event, Start Across Lovers event series. We'll probably just kind of skip this because we all pretty much know what the seasonal events bring, right? Just new events and things that you can get. New city themes. Okay, adornments that we're going to get. A special Easter egg will be triggered. Okay, let's get to the good stuff. Number 3, personal development improvements. 3.1, new system pet auctions. This was already teased before from one of the dev Q&As, so now we're getting some information on it. Okay. After much consideration, allowing you to trade war pets with other players. In order to... Now, the thing... I like how they say after much consideration. To me, it almost feels like what would have been nice to see is them taking a poll and asking people, hey, we want everyone in the game to vote. Like, dude, just imagine if when they submitted surveys, right? If they asked, and maybe they did or not, I'm just saying in general, right? If they asked the question, hey, would you like pet auctions to be included? Here are some details on what we think it could be, right? Or, hey, do you like the idea of pet auctions? And regardless if this is the final implementation or not, just to kind of get like a water temperature gauge on how many people are interested in this or not. And again, to me, it would have been nice for them to be able to do something like that before an update, because then they can refer to that and say, well, look, 87% of the people who voted, right? And we got 10,000, 20,000 surveys that were sent in. 87% of you were in favor of this, right? And it's just the transparency is what I'm talking about here. It allows for us to be like, okay, well, how many people really were for this? So it doesn't appear or feel like it's just the devs on their own making the decisions, which isn't to say that there's anything necessarily wrong with that. But when you're coming out with something that you argue maybe could be decisive, that could be an option to run with, right? Especially if you want to have a little bit of a safety net that you create for yourself. However, I digress. Okay, in order to maintain service quality, pet auctions can only be conducted between players in the same season. Okay. And war pets must fulfill the following requirements to be listed for auction. The war pet must have 8 skill slots. The war pet must have at least 3 S tier attributes. The sum of the war pet's top 3 S tier attributes must be at least 705. Okay. The United Merchants Guild of Tagar appreciates your custom. Okay. All right. I mean, listen, having, I think, some restrictions and limitations on what you can and cannot do, I think is a good way to start, instead of just kind of like letting it be the Wild West. Now, whether or not maybe you agree with the whole same season thing, I guess technically it's okay, because it's not like they said same kingdom, right? So same season, that's any kingdom in Season of Strife, any kingdom in season 1, 2, or 3. So it is a lot of kingdoms. I mean, this auction is actually going to be pretty big and massive if you think about it. So, okay. Now, I'm curious for some of you, what do you think about some of these requirements when it comes to the 8 skill slots, the 3 S tier attributes? I mean, what? It's 3 out of 6 at that point. So it's, I mean, I think that's somewhat okay-ish. It's not like you're expecting everyone to have 6 S tier abilities, right? Depending on how much they're re-rolling. So is 3 a healthy compromise, or are some of you like, no, we don't care about that? It shouldn't matter if there's any S tier attributes on them or not. You should still be able to trade them. I'm curious what you guys feel on that. And then the 705 summed up attribute points. Do you think that's too low, too high? Let me know. 3.2. Hero skill upgrade restrictions. You can now set which hero skills are upgradable, but they must be consecutively numbered skills. For example, I like how they actually give us an example this time around. You can choose skill 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or all skills, but you cannot select only skills 1 and 3. Okay. So in that case, it's not like you really have full, complete autonomous control over which ones are being upgraded. Is that what I'm hearing? That's what it sounds like, and what it looks like, and what it feels like, and what it quacks like. So it must be a duck. But okay, I guess. I mean, my thing on this is, I'm pretty simple, right? It doesn't really matter to me one way or the other. Do I understand the individualistic control over selecting which skills you upgrade in what order? I do. If I had to absolutely like lean one way or the other, I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me, but I can understand at minimum that there are skills that you would prioritize over others. And from that perspective, I'm okay if they came out and they're like, yeah, listen, you can just select whatever skill you want to upgrade. You want to start with number, like you don't want to upgrade your first skill first? Okay, sure. You want to upgrade your third skill first? Okay. You want to go back to your first skill second, then do your fourth skill, then your second? Okay. I guess simply put, it would just be nice, right? If there's been so much, at least it feels like there's been a lot of support for people wanting this. Like from the dev side, I get it. It's like, if you do that, then there's the chance that they may not be investing as they may not max certain heroes out, which means you potentially lose out on money for people that would be spending to do so. It's a very simplified way of explaining that, but I get it on that part, especially if that is a concern. It has to at least be one concern on their part. But I mean, if the way you almost correct it is just making it so all the skills on heroes are useful, right? And they all serve somewhat a particular purpose in game, where even if you don't necessarily prioritize one skill over another first, you eventually will need to unlock all 4. So anyways, just my thoughts there. Okay, the retraining system has been changed. Instead of randomly allocating skill levels, all of a hero's skill levels will be reset. Okay. All tokens used will be refunded to you in the form of skill points for that hero. Skill points can be used to upgrade a specific hero's skills and will be prioritized for use when upgrading hero skills. Okay, so you get to basically reset and then invest somewhere else. Okay. Number 4, season system improvements. Now we're getting to the good stuff. 4.1, improved Season of Strife registration. Ooh, is this the thing they talked about in the Q&A? Added a new season scenario preview feature. Players who are currently in the pre-war phase of Season of Strife will be able to preview all season scenarios in advance. That's nice. Before registration begins. Lovely. That's a nice quality of life addition. Added a new scenario registration readjustment feature. Realms registering for Season of Strife scenario can choose to accept readjustment. When enabled, the system will change to another suitable scenario if you are unable to begin a scenario for reasons such as unbalanced camps or insufficient teams at registration. Damn! So they're basically going to let you dodge. It's like, I'm AFKing now. Sorry, gotta go. GG. See you later. Okay. I mean, listen, dodge is a strong word. Could this potentially be used maliciously? Okay, maybe. Now, it does say, when enabled, the system will change to another suitable scenario if it's an unbalanced camp. However, this could be a way for people to dodge. It also could be a way for kingdoms to actually get out of unbalanced and unfair matchups. However, again, if you want to reduce the amount of potentially imbalanced or unfair matchups, you need to have as many kingdoms as humanly possible in the same gen pool. Meaning, get rid of Gen 1, Gen 2, and I'm going to keep beating this dead horse because it needs to be beaten to a pulp. You need to remove Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, and just have a SOS KvK pool. That's it. So that way, if you are coming out of Season 3 and you're going into pre-war, you need to wait until the current KvK season finishes, and then you can join the pool. Yes, I understand you are sacrificing a short-term loss for a long-term solution. Again, if the KvK just started, you're going to have to wait about a month. But once you are done waiting, and I'm talking like, maybe at the longest, okay, a month, 40 days, etc. Once you're done waiting and then you finally make it into SOS KvK pool, you're good. You're Gucci, right? You're there. You're in the back-to-back cycle. It's a short one-time waiting period, depending, of course, on when the KvK is finishing. And then you're good. The devs could even line it up where they try to make it so like the season 3 timelines maybe don't have it to where like once they come out of the season 3 KvK, this SOS KvK starts up right away, right? They could try to do something like that if possible. But my point here is that you need to remove the whole gen pools, combine everyone into one singular Season of Strife KvK pool, and that needs to be what it is going forward. Start doing kingdom mergers for like truly deadish kingdoms. And now you're actually getting to a point where you are creating less unbalanced matchups and also less power gaps. Not lesser, but thinner, not as wide power gaps between the top kingdoms and whoever the weakest kingdoms are within a particular season's KvK pool. This is how you start to address improving KvK balancing, things like registration, even doing things like being able to select which alliances are going to go into a KvK from a kingdom instead of just factoring in everyone, right? Including even just, any power level essentially, which they've stated they do. So, right, this is how you start addressing it. Anyways, I could go off on a tangent here. We're going to limit it. Okay, let's continue. Improved team-up registration for SOS 3 and SOS 5. During the team-up phase, players other than the High King can also view the circumstances of other teams. That would be great. It would, I don't see anything wrong with being able just to have some other viewing permissions to kind of check in on things, even if it's like the average player in a kingdom, right? Or if you, I guess, want to limit it to like the people who have, official titles, maybe R5s or any R5 officer of an alliance that has registered if they end up implementing something like that. Or if there's really no problem with it, then yeah, why not every player? Anyways, I think that's a nice quality of life. 4.2, Season of Strife 4 improvements. Removed narrative content for Tales and Mist Exploration. Okay. Changed availability of Nien in Way of Hiso. Nien now that would be obtained through season stories and wonder exploration can now be obtained by talking to Musang after reaching the required Augerstone chapter. Okay. Improved map balance. What are we talking about? Okay. So it's okay. So basically less grinding, essentially. Improved map balance, adjusting the terrain of Shenchi region. Okay. So doing a little. For 4.3, improved Mana Stone acquisition. Increased level of Mana Stone dropped after defeating low-level behemoths in Season 2 and beyond. Okay, nice. After the update, a level 1 behemoth has a chance to drop level 5 Mana Stone when defeated. Increased drop chances for high-level Mana Stone in Season 2 and beyond. All right, this actually seems nice. Happy to get this improvement here on better resources. 4.4, improved recovery mode and seasonal migration restrictions. After the update, players who are in recovery mode or have migrated to a realm where the season is in progress can launch or join rallies against Darkling forts in their affiliated region. Okay, this is, I think, nice because we knew that you basically could not do anything outside of sending your troops out, I believe, and like hitting, Darklings and whatnot, but you couldn't participate in alliance activities, then obviously you can't escape from the Zone 1. If you were to migrate to a kingdom that's in KvK already, you were kind of stuck there. Can't go through the paths, can't help out in PvP, etc. So again, I think that this is okay, right? If they're just like, look, we're just going to limit you like holistically on the PvP front, but you can basically kind of do everything else, or at least some other things, I think that's okay. Now, whether or not you feel that if there's like a PvE event during the KvK and it's like an alliance v alliance event, then yeah, maybe you can argue that shouldn't be allowed, because now that's them being able to kind of impact something within the KvK that is beyond just what they can do for themselves, because them joining in, for rallies on Darkling Forts isn't I don't know if you can really swing that and say, oh, that's such a heavy, massive impact towards the KvK and their enemies, more so than it is for them and some of their alliance mates. 4.5. Improved migration permit cost display. Now, you guys know me, I'm all for more transparency on stuff like this. The migration rules page now displays migration permit costs for each power threshold. That's great. We need more of that kind of stuff. 4.6, new realm member details feature. Ooh, after the update, realm administrators can view realm members' profiles from the migration approval and realm migration score page. This is great, because I'm going to be honest, I mean, it sucks for me, because I would love to be able to click on these as well, but now they're just saying it's only for realm administrators, so that's a giant poop on my face. But yeah, is it nice that you can click on those things for easier access and use when you're trying to select and figure out or open up someone's profile? Absolutely. Number 5, this is actually a big update, geez. Alliance system improvements. A new alliance bounty system. Alliance leaders and officers can now post alliance bounties, offering battle supplies as rewards for alliance members who take part. And this was, I think, teased in a previous Q&A. Battle supplies. As alliance members complete their daily activities, the alliance will receive battle supplies in the form of gold, wood, ore, and mana. Alliance members can also donate dragon coins to the alliance's battle supplies. Alliance leaders and officers can issue alliance bounties, offering battle supplies as rewards. Bounties. Alliance leaders and officers can spend battle supplies to issue bounties to all alliance members. Members who complete objectives during the bounty's duration will receive corresponding rewards. Nice! As long as the claimant limit has not been reached. Battle supplies will be immediately deducted from the alliance's stockpile when a bounty is issued, and any unclaimed battle supplies will be returned when the bounty ends. This, I think, I will say, I do think this is kind of a nice creative approach to either having people who are PvP focused and want to go out and fight more, or those that maybe want to contribute but aren't as PvP focused and they want to go out there and build, building flags, if they want to build keeps, bastions, etc. If they want to maybe donate resources in some way to the frontline fighters. I mean, there are other ways that people can contribute without, of course, only solely being on the front line, even if that at the end of the day kind of is the end goal, is to have as many people out there as possible from your alliance. It is at least nice to see that they're adding in a way where it almost feels like your contributions could be more directly rewarded for your engagement. That's something I do like to see. And hopefully that'll be a little motivation booster too as well. You guys will have to let me know how you feel about that. If you're just kind of an average member and you're like, man, this does feel nice, because I feel like my actions, my involvement is going to be more rewarded in a firsthand kind of in a way. Or are you just thinking to yourself, whatever, it's just extra rewards, no biggie? Let me know what you think. 5.2, new season summary rules. Added alliance season points. Alliances will accumulate season points for each behemoth they occupy. Interesting. Added alliance season point rankings, displaying alliances in order of season points accumulated. Okay. The mid-season summary and late-season summary will commence upon reaching the required Augustone chapters. Alliances will be ranked in order of season points accumulated and will receive corresponding rewards. Oh, so you're kind of getting like 2 stages of rewards here. Okay. So a little bit more maybe incentive to do like some invades and try and cap more behemoths. Both personal rewards and alliance rewards will be issued. Alliance member rewards are issued according to a player's member rank and their alliance's place in the rankings. Battle supplies rewards are issued according to an alliance's place in the rankings and provide large amounts of battle supplies, which can be used to issue alliance bounties. In the interest of compatibility and fairness, the alliance season points system will only be available in seasons beginning after the point forward. Okay. Excuse me. Understood. Okay. But what do we think about points, season points being accumulated to behind? I mean, I guess it's not like it's a win condition, but it's more of like, okay, you've done this achievement. We're gonna give you we're gonna kind of have another set of rewards that we're gonna issue out to you. I mean, this just kind of feels like, okay, this is just an additional layer of rewards that you can acquire, which again, I don't know if anyone really should be mad with more rewards. And I guess it kind of gives you more of a reason to maybe fight for things or to go after more behemoths in some senses. To me, this just feels like if they ended up improving the pass openings, I feel like this would be so much more impactful because now you don't have to worry about KvKs that are basically being finished at zone 3 and you don't get any final zone really action like what people want to see. And I imagine what the members from all the alliances and all the kingdoms in the KvK would at least like to have an opportunity to participate for a period of time. And yeah, I mean, again, I don't think it's a bad idea to test and see. It's just, I feel like it would work better if, again, if you had it where it's like the final zone opened first, and then you could have like the cross zone 3 passes, cross zone 2 passes open, and then maybe some zone 1 invades for like the last 2 or 3 days or something. I just think that would be a better pacing. However, again, always going to beat the dead horse. 5.3 Alliance Priority List Member Rank Presets. When a player is added to the Alliance Priority List, their current member rank will be set as their present rank, preset rank. When a player on the priority list joins the Alliance, they will automatically join at their preset rank. This is a great idea. I think this is a fantastic change. Alliance leaders and authorized members can manually adjust preset ranks of the priority list at any time. I can only imagine how much of a drag it is for management to have to accept someone into an alliance and then they have to reposition them to the rank that they need to be at. Or even if it's someone who's like an officer, God forbid, in those situations where it's like you need these people there to do some tasks and to do more than just be a participatory member of the alliance. I have to imagine this is going to help out a lot. So this is, I think, a great quality of life change. Excuse me. 5.4 Improved administration privileges. Ooh, sexy words to me. In order to make alliance and realm administration more convenient and less complex, certain privileges can be granted to alliance members and ministers by the alliance leader or high king. I think this is a good approach, and they did allude to this previously. Added a custom alliance privileges feature. Certain alliance privileges can be granted to each member rank by the leader. Leaders can view and change privileges from the alliance privileges page. Added a realm privilege management feature. The High King can customize which privileges are granted to which ministers. Customizable privilege include title appointments, sending High King gifts, casting High King skills, sending realm mail, and migration management. Certain privileges and High King perks remain only available to the High King. Please see the privileges page for more information. And I imagine this has to just be kind of a short list. This isn't, I don't believe this is necessarily everything, but I do think this is a really good step in the right direction. The fact is that basically you doing this is like saying you can have more officers at your disposal that also have some privileges that maybe some of the officers have. So being able to kind of extend this past just the R5 and the 10 officers, so being able to effectively have more than 11 people and or people that want to contribute and help, even if they don't really want to be officers, but they're just able to do it because they can and maybe they want to. This is a great way to do that, where it also allows for more people to be involved. And typically when you're more involved in being able to do other tasks, your engagement, your morale, your motivation levels are usually a little bit higher too as well, because you feel like there's a little bit more of a sense of camaraderie and loyalty, if you will. So I think this is a really good idea for them to do things like this. And I think this is a good step in the right direction. Maybe we're not all the way there, but again, we are moving forward. And I really like the development that we're seeing on that front. 5.5, improved markers. 20 numerical warband marker icons are now available. In order to maintain clarity, duplicate numerical icons cannot be set. Existing markers are not affected. Again, always a fan of having more than less. So this is a really good addition. Added urgent markers. Authorized alliance members can spend a small amount of alliance points to set an urgent marker. Ooh. I mean, I don't know why you have to spend alliance points. Why not just be able to place the marker down, whatever the marker is, if it's urgent or not? Oh, just yeah, man. It's like you have to like cost. It's like you got to get like Discord Nitro to send 4,000 characters. Like that's kind of what we're doing now. I don't know if I agree with that one. Added an auto-translate feature. When enabled, all markers on the map will be automatically translated. That's fantastic. Can you add an auto-translate feature to your native language in chats in-game? That would be dope sauce. 5.6, improved Alliance resource centers. After the update, Alliance resource centers not located in any Alliance's territory will be automatically scrapped, and any legions inside them will be recalled to their cities. Okay. Huh. Oh, I see. Okay. Sure, why not? Improved discharge time, 5.7. The waiting time for players discharged from realms has been reduced to 2 days, previously 5. Yeah. I don't know why it's been that high. It just, yeah. Like, my whole thing is, you should be speaking to them, ideally, if you can. And for the people where it's like, okay, yeah, everything's good, I think ideally it'd be great if it was immediate. But I can understand, see some situations on maybe why it wouldn't be. It's just, yeah, like to me, I kind of view it as like, okay, I'm talking to you, you're talking to me, we're getting discharged to me. Now, to be fair, the way I want to see discharge worked and improved is where you can discharge players immediately, and then the player gets sent to like a discharged kingdom, where any player in the game that's ever been discharged goes to this kingdom. And like I said, there are some perks of getting discharged where maybe it's like a 10% cost savings, something like 10, 15% maybe cost savings on permits if you purchase them. And then maybe it's like double the amount of permits you can select per week, right, from an Alliance shop. And the only thing that this kingdom can't do is just participate in KvKs. But like everything else is basically still enabled. That's what I would like to see them eventually do. Just because I feel like it streamlines this whole process a lot easier, and it reduces just any of like, basically just imagine like everything they had to write up that goes into discharging someone is like null and void, because it's just like a 2-step process, and you just have like a couple point lines of like what it is and what it's not. Just my thoughts. Event experience improvements. New event, Run Flint Run. The new event, Run Flint Run, will replace Eliana's Crisis in Season 2. This mysterious smuggler has become the target. Okay, lovely. Attack and defeat Darkling Assassins via Alliance rallies for a chance to receive helper chests containing your choice of Eliana or Flint tokens. Okay. Updated auction system. New auto bid feature. New, set your maximum bid for the desired item, and you will automatically continue to submit bids until you are successful or the current price exceeds your limit. Okay, interesting. Sure, why not? Let's just, bid. We're going to bid the bank and double mortgaging. Elite Behemoth auction time changes. The auction period has been extended to 24 hours, and the fixed price auction period has been changed to 8 hours. Okay. Improved Alliance dividend reward display. For 24 hours following the end of an Alliance auction, Alliance members can view and claim their dividend rewards from the auction page. Dividend rewards not claimed within 24 hours will be sent automatically via mail. 6.3, Behemoth Raids event update. Cosmic Rock is now available. Ooh, okay. Improved Roots of War registration. Increase the number of teams that can register each time. Each Alliance can register up to 6 teams for Roots of War. Yeah. I mean, the way I look at it, I think that's fine. Because it's what, 30 people? So that's 180 people? Like, yeah. Plus subs. It's just, yeah, why not? Like, especially if you have a truly active, full active alliance, why not at least allow for up to that amount to be registered? Details of registered time slots and participants will be automatically carried over from the previous registration. Alliance administrators can register directly after confirming. Adjusted time slots. Removing underused time slots to reduce matchmaking failures. Oh my God. Dude, this has to be one of the best Dark Horse feature adjustments in this entire damn update. What have we been talking about basically since ROW came out and we started seeing a lot of these problems? You have too many time slots, potentially too many days, but at least too many time slots. And if you have less time slots, it means you have a higher percentage chance of having more alliances registering for more of the lower amount of time slots, which means you have more alliances per each time slot, which reduces the amount of imbalance that you can get. Doesn't mean that it won't happen, but it reduces it. So again, thank you, bejesus. right? It would be nice, however, if they stated, this is the total amount of time slots across these amount of days. We're reducing it to this amount of total amount of time slots across this amount of days. It would have been nice if they were included that level of transparency, because that would have gone a longer way. 6.5. Improved Crucible of Courage event. New auto clear feature. After completing a difficulty level, you will be able to auto clear some of the stages at that difficulty level and below the next time the event opens. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm okay with grinding, but at the same time, like, I get it. It's like, maybe some of the higher levels are a little more challenging, or, they're just not like, okay, you just go there, you one swipe them or you one hit them and then it's done, kind of an approach. So I guess I can see it both ways. I'm curious what you guys think on that one. Changed rewards and acquisition methods. In each event session, rewards will accumulate according to your difficulty level, and you can auto claim them all at any time before the event. I like how they're highlighting some like certain pieces of information before the end of the event, reducing complexity when claiming rewards. Please note that switching difficulty levels midway will remove all rewards for your current difficulty level. Okay. And reset your reward progress. If you have already claimed rewards during this event session, you will not be able to change difficulty level. Okay, that makes sense. The above changes will take effect in the beginning of the next event session. Servers where the Crucible of Courage event is open during the update will not be affected. Okay. Enjoy some benefits there. Improved Proving Grounds event. After the update, notifications will appear above the chat window 15 minutes before the Proving Grounds event is due to start, allowing you to participate in the event and claim rewards more easily. Okay. Other improvements. Ooh, you guys know me, man. Other improvements is always, sometimes it can get spicy. Okay, let's see. Upon reaching city level 15, fast training will be unlocked, allowing you to use speed ups and complete training with one button press. I mean, I guess, why not just have that available from the get-go? I get it. You want people to get rewarded for their loyalty to playing and the amount of time that they play for. Okay, I get, like, that's one way of looking at it. 7.2, new mail screening feature. Added a mail screening feature. You can now choose to block mail from all players below a chosen city level. Dude, that is good. Okay, this one is actually okay. I mean, obviously that sucks for me on my scouts, but it's okay because I'm not really messaging people from my scouts anyways. So yeah, I'm actually okay with this. Hopefully people will stop getting DM'd right from all the RSS sellers. New starred character feature. You can now add stars. This is something that they have in Rock. To account character screen, starred characters will be fixed at the top of the page, allowing you to view and switch to them more easily. Listen, that's great, but can you add back in skip tutorial for new accounts? I understand that for the most part, this probably really only affects me because I'm probably the only person who has the character in every single kingdom because I make them. And maybe, who knows who else, because I don't know anyone else that does. And not to say that I know every single person that plays the game. But yeah, it'd be nice if they re-added in tutorial skip. How about, at least just for me, just do it on my account, like just for the people who like really, and or just for the people who are like really about having a character in every kingdom. Okay. Yeah, that's my spiel. New hero exclusive emojis. Add exclusive emojis for Urag and Thalia, which can be obtained, increasing the respective trust levels. Okay, cool. Improved visual effects. Mount Helios has a new visual effect, adding a new air of mystery to this wonder on the world map. Nice. All right, dude, here we go. Chat system, do us right. Expanded the display area of the chat system, allowing you to view more emojis and select which one to send more easily. Expanded the size of emojis in the chat window. I'm not seeing what I want. Reduce the display frequency of markers in the chat window, preventing them from interrupting your chat too frequently. Okay, that actually seems okay. Fixed an issue where players would be erroneously notified at an alliance and warband chance. Lovely. Where is the auto translate feature? Would be great. Even if it was just like, hey, we're working on it. Improved cross-device sync. Improved cross-device sync for settings such as auto peacekeeping, capture, multi-speed up, removing the need to repeatedly select settings in different devices. Improved cross-device sync for red dot notifications, preventing duplicate notifications on multiple devices. This actually seems like a nice headache-free, stress-free change. New screenshot feature. Players on the PC client can customize the screenshot hotkey by going to general hotkeys. Okay, screenshots are automatically copied to the clipboard and to your documents folder. You can also change the default screenshot. Okay, lovely. Last one. Improved War Pet skill descriptions. Change the text of a number of skill descriptions. The skill effects are not affected. Blade Manticore skills, Gleaming Blade and Advanced Gleaming Blade. Impalement has been changed to Impaler's Mark. Auric Warhound skills, Intense Outburst. War Pet skill damage bonus increase has been changed to Effect bonus increase. And that's all we got. Be sure to leave feedback. Maybe we'll do that in another video. Wow, that was a lot. That was a lot. Whew. Let me see. What's my favorite? My favorite so far. I mean, again, maybe the hero skill thing is like good for some of you guys. I feel like it maybe could have been a little bit better if they were just going to do it that way. Just, why not go all the way in that point? Yeah, I do think this is interesting. The improved season of strife registration we talked about. Yeah. What do we have here? Oh yeah, I love the migration permit cost display that they're going to add. The new realm. That one seems super interesting. The new season summary. Alliance priority list, gosh, giving more management administration privileges. Oh, you already know that's where I'm at. Lots of good stuff. The 6 teams for ROW, I like that, man. Yeah. All right, that's it. You guys, let me know which one down below was your favorite, was your least favorite, and then maybe one you're on the fence about, like you just don't know how you feel about it, but maybe you're okay with seeing how it plays out or not. Let me know what you think down there. And that is going to do it for us. As always, until next time, we will catch you later.